We got the first super chat of the show from our boy Sea Breacher. He asked a loaded question here. He says, what's the ceiling of this roster? I know for myself, the ceiling is whatever Trevor Lawrence's ceiling is, okay? If Trevor Lawrence can be that next level quarterback, and honestly, if we get a little bit of luck when it comes to the injury bug, I mean, our ceiling is all the way to the Super Bowl. I mean, I know there's some flaws. I know that, we were just talking about Ronald Darby and, of course, the offensive line, especially if it starts to get injured, could be a big weakness. But, I think with all teams, it takes, a little bit of luck, and not every team is absolutely loaded at every position. That's the beauty of roster building in the NFL, is that you have the salary cap, you have a certain amount of money that you can spend. So, it's all out there. So what about you two? We'll start with Jordan. What do you think is the ceiling of the squad?
AFC title game. I don't see anybody beating the Chiefs. The Chiefs, man, unbelievable coaching. Best quarterback I've ever seen in my life. Hall of Famers around him. And then now you add the element of speed back onto that offense. Two talented speedsters, Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy. I think the defense might take a little bit of a step back with no L'Jarius Sneed, but not much of a step back. And then you talk about the offense potentially going scorched earth. I think it's going to be tough to beat the Chiefs. And until someone does in the playoffs, I'm not going to sit here and try to blow smoke up you know what and say Super Bowl. Is it possible? Sure, it is. But I think realistically, an AFC title game appearance is what you could, really be hoping for in 2024. And quite frankly, I think that there's areas of the roster that the Jaguar, we all say, you have the cap constraints. You do. But there are areas of the roster that the Jaguars could have been more aggressive this year without hamstringing themselves salary cap wise in the future.
I'll blow smoke up your ass. How about this right here? And although both of your answers were great, I love the Trevor Lawrence answer. I'm with you. I love Jordan's answer. You got to you can't supplant the Chiefs until they lose. But if we're talking ceiling, this team stays healthy. Trevor Lawrence plays how he plays. Brian Thomas Jr. comes out as Rookie of the Year. This is a Super Bowl team, hands down. I mean, you have the coach, you have the quarterback, you have the pedigree now. I mean, one thing I thought we were massively missing last year was the veteran leadership. And they went out and made a concentrated effort to bring in some veteran leadership. Even a guy like Darnell Savage, if he becomes the backup strong safety or free safety, he's still a veteran, teaches these guys how to be pros, can teach these young guys how to do it. The ceiling for me is Super Bowl. I know the AFC's loaded, but I mean, the Texans weren't exactly a scrub team when we beat them the second time, right? So it's not like these teams are unattainable. And so
what did the Ravens do with them in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. So for me, it's Super Bowl. And I'm being honest. And I think that, again, like Dalton said, it's got to stay healthy. Trevor's got to play well. If those two things happen, this is one of the best teams in the AFC, hands down.